Thank you. Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. Matt, thank you for the kind introduction, and I'm really excited to be here, really humbled. I have an opportunity to brag about my state. I have an opportunity to brag about my region, but when I looked out the window, I thought my work is done. It is truly a beautiful place, and when I was driving here, I was thinking about something because this is a marvelous resource that we have, this Art Nevada Museum of Art that sits here. And one floor down, there is an exhibition of an artist, and his last name is Castle. And he was a very important portrait artist for the state of Nevada, and frankly, he did several portraits of governors. And one of the portraits that is downstairs is Governor Fred Balzar. In 1931, Fred Balzar signed the bill that legalized gaming and legalized divorce in the state of Nevada. And the reason I bring that point up, and you're going to hear this through the theme of my speech, because that's what defined Nevada for a very long time. And something that I will talk about today is this new Nevada that I'm very proud of. And we are still proud and supportive of our core industries of gaming and mining, entertainment, tourism. But Matt alluded to it about what's happening in this state and in this region. Now, I've got a full disclosure, I'm a little biased here because I grew up in this region. I grew up in Sparks, not far from here. Reno is my home. My son attends college at Sierra Nevada College up at Incline Village. My daughter is a student at the University of Nevada. She's going to be a school teacher. I have very deep roots here. Grade school, high school, the university. My entire professional career has been here. I've raised my family here. So it really is special to me, Matt, that VentureBeat chose Reno to do this and to bring people from all over the country. And I saw your map with all the other states, but you've got the governor of Nevada here, so I'm only going to talk about Nevada. But this blueprint is really an opportunity for both of us. It's an opportunity for me to talk about my state, but it's also an opportunity for us to get to know you and really learn what needs to be done in order to make us one of those regional hubs that you've talked about. Now, this event really parallels and complements something that I'm doing. I have the privilege and honor of serving as the chairman of the National Governors Association. Oh, thank you. So when you're the chairman, you get to choose your own initiative. And seeing, we've talked about Tesla, and I'll talk about that a little more, and a lot of the other companies and what is happening in this new Nevada, it really became very clear to me what my initiative needed to be. And it was to tell the other governors that they need to embrace technology and that they need to be ready for this new economy. So I called it ahead of the curve. The governors have to be ahead of the curve, and this world is changing in front of us. There is this new economy, this fourth industrial revolution that is happening right before our eyes. And I know for Nevada, I'm not going to let it pass us by. But I suppose I wanted to let the other governors know as well, because Nevada can't be the only place where such great things are happening. So this is really an exciting time in the Silver State. And I was telling somebody I was just in Las Vegas last night. It's a quick turnaround here to be here this morning, but it is another thing that makes our state great. As I mentioned, I call it the new Nevada. Up here, I've heard Reno referred to as the Silicon Bridge. I don't know if you've heard about that, but somebody mentioned that, and that was really catchy to me. But a few things about our state. Our population is growing proportionally faster than any state in the country. And it has been mentioned, our urban areas are taking on some new international identities. Reno and this western region are rapidly evolving into a center for tech innovation and advanced manufacturing and internet fulfillment. And I see Mike Kazmierski here, and he is the head of the Economic Development Authority of Western Nevada, and another person that you should put on that Mount Rushmore of Northern Nevada in terms of what has happened here. And Mike, I personally want to thank you and your team at EDON. What was it, a month ago, 2-3 weeks ago, we're with Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, and they are opening a new facility or building a new facility in downtown Reno. They have doubled the amount of space, and I believe it's almost a $2 billion investment in this region. That doesn't happen by accident. That was our first big win when it came to economic development. Just a mile away from here, you have the Innovation Center, and that is located with Switch and the University of Nevada and a lot of entrepreneurs. And it's a place where new startups can come and collaborate and work with the university and work with students. It's very exciting, really exciting. You mentioned the Tahoe Reno Industrial Center and where Tesla is, which is the largest industrial center in the world. You know, and I'm really proud, I mean, to have Tesla, that Tesla chose us. I mean, it was really tough, and you know, it was an interesting, and someday it's hopefully part of a chapter in a book, you know, but you know, it really was transformative for this region, and you're going to hear a little bit more about that. In fact, I'm going to be going out there this afternoon and get a little update, because it's been 3 or 4 or 6 months or longer since I've been out there, and I know a lot of changes have been made out there. But right now, there are over 5 million square feet that is occupied out there, and that is only 30% of what it's going to be. So think about that for a second. And when it's completed, it will be the largest building on planet Earth. You got to pause for a moment and think about that. I have the privilege of leading trade missions all over the world. I was just in Washington, D.C. for that national governor's meeting, and when I'm checking in, they said, "Where are you from?" "I'm from Nevada." "Isn't that where the Tesla thing's happening?" And I'm like, "Yes, it is." But it's not just Tesla, and we're very proud of that. We have Switch, and Switch is out there in the Tahoe Reno Industrial Center as well. When it's finished, it will be the largest data center on Earth. That's something to be proud of. We have eBay, Walmart, Zulily, Fulcrum Biofuels, FedEx. I could keep going down the line in terms of the companies that have either relocated here or expanded here. And recently you may have heard that Google and blockchains have made significant investments out here. That doesn't happen by accident. It's also happening down in southern Nevada, where they're experiencing rapid growth, and things are changing, and we're diversifying the economy there. An example down there is the Hyperloop, and many of you are familiar with Hyperloop, but that was another great story for Nevada. We literally get a phone call in November of last year, and you know, I'm not going to disparage any other places, but I will just say this, that Nevada is a great place to do business, and I think Tesla will be a testament to that, and some of the other companies. We were called, and what can you do? And in a very short amount of time, like 12 weeks, we were able to find a location, find the power, provide a site for Hyperloop to move, to come here, and now they're investing over $200 million in doing the testing here in our great state. I talked about this new economy and the industries that are coming here. One of my goals was to get us, as I said, on the ground floor of these next big things. One of those is autonomous vehicles. And back in it was 2011 or 12, I was the first governor in the United States of America to ride in an autonomous vehicle. And some of you may have heard me tell this story, but the Google car came to Carson City. They said, "You can ride in it, you can get in the driver's seat." I get in the driver's seat, we get in the car, it pulls out of Carson City, and for any of you who've been to Carson, you come over that hill and you come through Washoe Valley, and we're going about 70 miles an hour. And we turn around and we come over Carson Hill back into the city, and I have to admit, my feet were curling, my toes were curling, because there was obviously no hands. And we pull back into the DMV in Carson City, and we stopped in, and it was an amazing ride. I mean, goosebumps, everything. And I looked at the Google guy who was in the passenger seat, and I said, "I can't believe you let me get behind the wheel." And he looked at me and he said, "We can't believe you did." True, absolutely true story. You can't make that up. But now we were the first state in the country to adopt regulations for the testing of autonomous vehicles, because I know, and we all know, it's coming. It's just a matter of time. UAVs, drones, another example of that. You know, Nevada, a lot of people don't realize or understand or know that Nevada is 86% federal land. Now think about that. 86% of our property is in federal hands. So how do you convert the lemons into lemonade? And long story short, we are only one of 6 states in the United States of America that is certified for the testing of UAVs. And we have a company right here in Reno called Flirty that conducted the first test. And I believe that drone is in the Smithsonian Institution now. But it did an urban test in a little town called Hawthorne, Nevada, and brought something into an urban area. Right out here instead, I believe it was, there was a delivery of coffee and donuts. And so I think the day will come, and again, it's hard to imagine that you will see drones making these deliveries and they'll be like birds, flying around and doing it and safely dropping things. But the point I'm making is Nevada is the place where that is happening, and that was something that didn't happen before. Now, Matt talked about, and let me back up a little bit. So 2011, 7 years ago, we had lost 175,000 jobs. We led the country in unemployment, over 14% unemployment. Again, one of those things, think about that. And when I say 175,000 jobs lost, that's 175,000 people, families that were without jobs. We led the country in bankruptcies. We led the country in foreclosures. We had the worst graduation rate in America, and we had the highest rate of uninsured for health care. I guess the question I get asked is, why in the world would I want to be governor at that time? But I will tell you, I couldn't think of a better time to be governor, and I thought it was an amazing opportunity to really transform the state. So again, long story short, since that time, we've replaced those 175,000 jobs lost with 230,000 new jobs. Yeah. And even better, 100,000 of those jobs were created by our small business community. We've had job growth for 84 consecutive months. You talked about a business environment and cutting red tape. And that's something that we've really worked hard, and you have a collaboration between state, county, and local government unlike any other across the country. I mean, it's really important that we create an environment where we allow the entrepreneurs, where we allow the companies to do what they do best, which is to work hard and create jobs and be successful. Income's on the rise, wage growth is on the rise in our state. We have an amazing amount of momentum. You talked about job training. So almost a year ago, I was standing in Carson City, giving the state of the state. And given all the economic success that we've had, we knew that there was a skills gap. We knew that, and we recognized that. And so that was the priority for this past year in terms of what I wanted to get done for the state, to really position us to be able to address the workforce needs for all the tech companies that are coming here and the advanced manufacturing companies. So again, we have created a collaboration with our amazing university, the University of Nevada. We have created a collaboration with Truckee Meadows Community College, with Western Nevada College. We have created internships. We have created training programs, and they work hand in hand with private business to create those curriculums, to create exactly the certifications that we need. Dual enrollment in our high schools, expanded funding for career and technical schools, all the things that provide the foundation, because I've visited over 300 schools since I've been governor in this state, and every kid should have the opportunity to follow their dreams. And whatever that ladder is they climb, I think it's our responsibility to provide them with the environment so that they can do that. So I really do believe that we have accomplished that, and there are still work to do, but we've invested over $1 billion of new money in our K-12 system. We are building a brand new engineering school at the University of Nevada. That's going to be a $100 million investment. So essentially, the entire spectrum of employees that we feel are going to be needed by this new economy and this new Nevada, I think that we're doing it. So I'll close with this. I mean, if you can't tell already, I'm really proud of Nevada. I mean, I'm really proud of this state. It has given me and made me everything that I am. I've had the opportunity to serve in this capacity, which is unlike any other, where I can wake up every single day and make a difference and go out there. I'm a visual learner. I have to go out and see things. I have to go out and understand exactly what needs to be done so I can go back to Carson City and solve those issues. We work together. I told Mike I'm his wingman, just pull up the bat phone and I'll be there and do whatever it takes to continue to attract business here. But we've only just begun. We're not done yet, and I know that there's a lot of work to do, but I have the privilege of serving a little less more than a year, and my term will be done. But I think we've built something really special here. I think that we've changed this state in dramatic ways. I think that the world is starting to see, and all of you, hopefully from out of state, are starting to see that this is a really special place to work, to raise a family, to have a quality of life that, again, I'm a little biased, that is unlike any other, to have a good education for your kids, to have an environment where your kids can grow up and be whatever they want to be, to attend a university and not have to move away to get the type of job that they want, because all those jobs are here, to be a place that essentially has a roster of companies that is the envy of any region in the world. And as I said, this is where I'm going to spend the rest of my life. I know that because it is an incredibly special place. So again, I'm really humbled and honored to have the opportunity to welcome you all here. I get to talk from the heart when it comes to talking about this region in this state, but we will welcome you. You will have access to every single person that you need to know or meet in terms of local government, all the way up to the governor himself. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Northern Nevada, welcome to Reno, welcome to the great state of Nevada. I wish you the best for this conference, and I truly, truly appreciate the opportunity to welcome you all today. Have a good day. Thank you.